Stroud looks to throw on the first play. Flushed out right. That is caught by Dell. They'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Good pickup there, 26 yards. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
But that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
The Texans at 12-3 now on the year. And they've been playing their best football of the year. Winners of 4 in a row.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Now Stroud. To the right side and intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And the Ravens are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. Well, remember, Charles, this is the number 1 defense in the NFL, and they prove their mettle here, forcing the turnover on the opening possession.
And sometimes when you play a team that has that reputation, it's earned it by their play. The psychology is, okay, they're number 1. They have to prove it to us, and they tried to attack. They found out that that ranking was real.
And if history is any indication, when this defense gets off to a good start, look out.
So we had a little group.
Plays awfully well, too.
It was.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here first and 10 at their own 37.
No.
On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. Well, this defense for the Texans, they were terrific last week in the victory over Kansas City.
And I don't know what the actual percentages are, and I don't know the analytics when you create 5 turnovers or takeaways in a game.
Yeah.
But coaches always say, when you create a number that high, your chances of winning probably up over 98%. I haven't seen that number quantified, but I believe him.
And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground.
I was looking at.
They also understand is that from week to week.
And then I felt once I did that, I felt bounced.
They want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want
I was literally looking
at well.
That's bad.
Off the play fake, here's Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down. Well, you know, paramount for this defense is trying to keep Lamar Jackson somewhat contained when he tries to run. They did a pretty good job of it there.
And you know what's so difficult for every defense that has to prepare for Lamar Jackson? You have to think and play at the same time. And I know that sounds like something you're supposed to do, but when you have to think about your assignments against him, it often slows down your feet. You don't move as fast. You've got to be prepared for this guy every step of the way and then try and match his athleticism.
And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first.
Facing second and short, that gives you a chance to go for a bigger play through the air. But I think he said to himself, why don't I just handle this one? Got all the yards he needed and then some, and made that snap a huge success.
A first down carry for Henry. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Here's second and 10. Now it's Jackson. That's complete to his receiver, Bateman. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. A good pickup there, 21 yards. Really been an ideal start for them. They get the turnover on the opening possession. Now here they are moving the ball straight down the field on their first drive.
And that feels good, but you know on their side of the field, all they're thinking is finish this drive off because they took it away, right? So now you got them back on their heels a little bit. Now go down, put a touchdown on them. Look out. You've won the mental battle early in the game, and that may carry over for you.
No.
Jackson going to run, and he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
It's second and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. He'll get this to Flowers, left side. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Zay Flowers, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Ravens use the early turnover to
You still
get
ain't
on
watching no
the
game
first here in this one. Tucker with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game.
No, I'm talking about the whole game. You didn't put your jersey on. You didn't do nothing. You don't watch the games. You got, like everybody else's friends and family does.
Tucker now
That's an excuse
away following
instead
the
of saying
touchdown. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And he's able to get this all the way to the 40 before going out of bounds.
Well, you gave up the first touchdown of the game, but how about the response? Big-time return. Now it's their chance to try and put points on the board.
Not for real, dog.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards. But no matter your experience level as a quarterback, you throw an interception on that first drive, maybe a little shaken up. Nice response there to get their first down.
I think you make an excellent point. I don't care who you are. You throw an interception, it's going to get to you a little bit. But the ones that we've seen that are the best, you never notice it. They don't come to the bench, throw their helmets. They don't do any of that. Just go back out the next drive. Now, like it never happened. And that's what we're seeing here.
Now a 2nd and 6. On the ground, this is Joe Mixon. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 down. The completion on first didn't get much, and now the run on second doesn't get a whole lot either.
Well, if you're a good play caller, you've already looked ahead and anticipated this type of situation. Already down on his play sheet, trying to dial up a big 3rd down play.
I'm so close.
This now a 3rd and 4.
We'll finish close. He's close right here?
Uh-huh.
Okay, we'll finish that.
Back to throw. Here's Stroud. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Brandon Stevens. And the Ravens are going to get possession of the football as time will run out on this first quarter of play. After 7-0 on EA Sports.
It's a pump right now.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And there, of course, was a lot of talk about this ball game coming into play. Two division leaders in the AFC. Could this be a potential playoff preview down the line?
Yeah, and I think when you're talking about the talk about this game coming into play, you're talking about me because I blew up your phone all week prior to this one. I was so excited about this game because, to me, it's not out of the realm of possibility that these two teams see each other again down the road. I like this matchup. They match up very well against each other.
They keep it with Henry on first down. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. Second down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
From just shy of midfield, here's second down and 8. Jackson. And he'll get this underneath to Henry. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 10 yards there, good enough for a Raven first down.
And they'll use him out in the backfield and sometimes
One of Diddy's accusers.
trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago, there's another one right there.
A shotgun handoff to Henry. He'll get this down to the 38.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Second down and 6 now. Jackson now. This will go to Henry out wide. Just a yard, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 24-yard line. Now a pause, and there's an injured Raven in need of some assistance. Back to the ground now. It's Henry. And he'll lose yardage here. Going down back at the 28. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for second down.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
They go play action now. Jackson. And he's going to go down here. A sack. They push him back to the 34.
Yeah, some real defensive resistance there. Saying not so fast to a good drive. They had marched to the end zone the last time out.
Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. They're going to look to throw. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule it. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down. So not successful there on the challenge, and he'll have to be careful from here on out because he'll only have one challenge remaining. And Tucker, the former Longhorn, puts this one through, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, they already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you act.
Oh, he's hit. He lost the football. Put it on the carpet. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. And so the last 3 drives, you've got 2 interceptions and a fumble. I think we know why they're losing right now.
Without question, and we've seen the evidence, just what you talked about there. If they take care of the football, number one, maybe they're not having this deficit. And number 2, maybe they actually have the lead.
A handoff, running left, Henry. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes.
Some teams like to start aggressive to begin a drive, but this is still what you expect to see in normal situations. Just call a simple run, get a few yards to begin the series, and set yourself up for something bigger on second down.
To throw is Jackson. Dancing to his left. And he can't find anywhere to go. And he goes down.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score.
Nice.
In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7. Throwing is Jackson. Flush to his right. And Jackson going to have the first down as he will get to the ground to avoid the contact. It's a 9-yard gain, and it'll keep the drive moving.
Certainly not a positive sign if you're the D coordinator and you see your guys give up that space so early in the game. 3rd down, that's when the clamps are supposed to come out, but his ability to create things with his legs makes things difficult.
And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
And here you're down in the red zone. You need to be smart, not force anything. So that's a wise decision to just get rid of the football.
Bro, stop asking this.
2nd and 10.
He keep asking questions.
Now Jackson. They're looking for Andrews, but this is intercepted. Picked by Jeff Okudah. And the Texans are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line.
And as we've seen, points have been precious so far, and they just threw something away on that snap. And look, let's face it, as we advance further into this game, that play will be on the minds of everyone who's watching it. They wonder if this is the turning point. Is this the spot where those points were given away? It could cost them a ball game.
And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
The touch and timing are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Would you please speak up? It's hard to hear you.
South. 19 seconds. Hey, south. Oh, boy. Mike, Tony. Hey, Uno more.
Stroud looking to throw. Throw over the middle is taken in by Dell. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 16 yards on that one, and also a Texan first down. Throwing now is Stroud. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
I'm sorry. I can't understand your question.
Mixing up the middle. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
That was fine. That she learned about it in 2022.
Here's Stroud. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket, only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. Stroud. They intercept Stroud again, the 3rd time in this game. And a big return will get him all the way down to the 35. So the interception there, and Charles, I'd imagine that's something you can maybe live with in December, but not come January.
And I love how you make the distinction there. You're talking about regular season versus the postseason, the playoffs. Because these guys, they've already clinched the playoff spot, but they know, looking ahead, when they get into the postseason, they've got to take better care of the football because turnovers in that situation, they really become magnified.
Finding Walker complete. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Now it's Jackson. They'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Zay Flowers as the first half is winding down. And the Ravens would extend their lead here just before halftime.
Shiesty asses.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that makes our score 17-0.
Really, I feel like there's just a lack of other information that I think at this point we're in the end game. We're not at
Probably not what?
You
like baseball?
Most allegations
you have to give the benefit of the doubt.
You can go to games. The games aren't bad.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
I am giving her the reason I'm saying this, Cap, is like, yo, I don't expect her to answer questions. So let's take her out of it. But they're not giving us anything about this lawsuit. Like, again, we're in the end game, right? I mean,
the Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. One play has them up past the 40 already and another 1st and 10. A shotgun snap to Stroud. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far.
Yeah.
That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
Final play of the half, Stroud. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we've reached halftime here. Charles has already thrown off his headset. He's out here. He says, it's Christmas Day. I'm going home. We're not done yet, though. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports halftime report. Take it away, Coach.
Kind of also like, kind of reeks of. So you're telling me that you found this lawsuit in the end game when you found out about it November 2024. That's a lawsuit.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. A very one-sided first half, 17-0 our score as we get going in quarter number 3.
Didn't do himself any favors, so we can't just say
and they start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation and pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
They go play action with Jackson. They'll roll him out right. Throw right side, going to be taken in by Henry. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore first down. Running left, it's Henry. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. Second down.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
There's an allegation that the video is made about what to do.
Jackson.
Oh, that was fake.
And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. Will Anderson has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Going deep for Walker. And he's got it inside the 10. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. A great play there. 58 yards. And the Ravens had 6 to their lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, uh-oh, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
And this is part of the first page.
And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
And there is a redaction on what we should do. So just to tell you. This is the first page. And redacted.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
Pardon me?
And Stroud now to throw. And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down.
When you're a player of his stature, you don't just circle the games on your team's calendar. You
circle the Pro Bowl?
Without a doubt. That's a game that you just figure you're going to be in each and every year. And it's because of catches like that. That's why he goes.
Stroud to throw it.
Keep doing it.
Incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone. That they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
We cannot disclose who we're in contact with.
Now Stroud.
In order to
This goes out wide from Mixon. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
if any other person has any evidence.
From the gun on 3rd down, here's Stroud. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Pierce. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
And that's the kind of play this offense needs to maybe kick them into gear a little bit. They've been stuck in neutral much of the game. Perhaps that can give them a little bit of confidence that big plays are out there.
Back to throw. Here's Stroud. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Oh, that is incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
I would say overall it's been a very stressful.
Third quarter action here on Christmas Day. Hope everyone's having a blessed holiday season. 2nd and 10 right now. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He'll let this go for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Well, they certainly are letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already. And it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Again, he'll drop to throw. Man open, that's complete to Dalton Schultz. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Again, it's Stroud.
Let's figure out what we figure out, okay?
And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. The wise move there, looked like nobody open, now 2nd down. Well, the passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
So, basically, get around.
Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. And he's going to be down close to a 1st down at the Ravens' 20-yard line. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down where they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Okay, so she's 40 at the time.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. So another 3rd down conversion, and now they've got a 1st and goal.
Once they successfully sequestered
another one caught by Collins. It's going to be a nice pickup, but he also takes a pretty good lick at the end of that one. Second and goal from the 1.
This guy just gets knifed it all. What? These scores are
Mixon diving for the end zone, and he'll get there. Touchdown. Finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL, a complete back. 3 downs, stay on the field, run it, and catch it, and he gets it done.
But D'Amico Ryans, even with the defensive mindset, he'll elect to go for 2 here. And he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further.
Holmes versus the Army in the battle. Sherman, of course, was slammed. Tatum slapped him. Nathan never coming to me within the spot. Yes, inside.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
Psychological.
And he'll wisely just take a knee here, and this ball will come out to the 30-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. Play action. It's Jackson. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. We are off to the 4th quarter here on this special Christmas Day broadcast. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
And continuing in 6 years, I think, how very many professional.
Here's Jackson to throw. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Excellent work that time to get free, and for his exploits, he's going to be left with just a 3rd and 3. I thought they were going to sack him there like they did on 1st down. Great coverage, but he found a way to move with his legs.
Yeah, his ability to take off. Not only did he get some yardage back, he got a little bit extra. Really helps him on 3rd down. Makes it manageable now.
Here's Jackson. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have a Ravens 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that pickup of a 1st down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
Oh, so frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
10th carry now for Derrick Henry. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. It's rare that a man his size can at least push forward for a yard, but they stopped him there for nothing.
You're talking about Tiny? You're talking about the little guy back there? That monster. Yeah, you're exactly right. And it takes a group effort to get a guy like that down and not let him find some space. The first guy in, he's got to take one for the team, right? Because he's just waiting there and holding on for everyone else to help him out.
And he's going to be taken down with another 1st down as the stop's made at the Texans' 34-yard line.
And when you have success throwing the football, the old cliche becomes true. The playbook opens up wide, and these screen passes, they become even more difficult to stop.
In motion, Aguilar. Henry running right. Now a loose football. The ball comes out. But it looks like one of the DBs has it. And they're going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
Partner, that one looked like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, 2-score game, so hold on here. Not done in the 4th. Following the fumble recovery, Stroud. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
Stroud out of the gun here. A quick throw going to be caught by Diggs. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 16 yards on the play as they try to chip away at this 16-point deficit. Stroud looking to throw. And that's going to be incomplete.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
Under 4 to go now as they come up on second down. Stroud will look to throw once more. That is caught by Dell. And he's going to be pushed out of bounds inside the 10-yard line. A huge play there for Houston. 43 yards.
Already over 1,000 yards receiving this season. That catch is just going to add to his total. Certainly not resting on his laurels. He's trying to continue to gain as many yards as possible and continue this big season.
Stroud. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Stephon Diggs from 8 yards out. And the Texans are able to cut into that deficit. So this back now to a 10-point spread, and you have to imagine they'll line up and go for 2.
Oh, no question about it. If they can get this to an 8-point game, they can make things awfully interesting here in these last few minutes.
Stroud's going to try to throw for the conversion. And they're going to get the 2. It's caught. So they get the conversion. And now we're back to a one-score game. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And the returner down to a knee, and this will come out to the 30-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Now, Charles, of course, you got to remember, last possession they fumbled. It led to a touchdown. One-score game here. Got to be careful. And he loses the football the second time. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble. Remember, earlier in this game, he lost a fumble. This time, it hit the deck, but he got it back.
Yeah, do you think he's breathing a monster sigh of relief right now? Could you imagine losing 2 in the same game and how that would affect you moving forward? Well, for him, high and tight, just like a good haircut. Never go wrong that way. Hold that football.
To the right side, into the hands of Flowers. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. He's been big. 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a first down here. He's certainly been a huge factor in this when he's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the first.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him? Double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now.
I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation, and taking care of the football, paramount, and he got it done.
Nursing that slim lead, you're exactly right. Hold on to that ball. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They've got a second down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. Another run on second down, trying to cover up. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around the training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
The old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach? He's in big trouble.
Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Throwing now is Jackson. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
This is a little hard for me to compute because I'm watching sack after sack happen, but somehow they're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them taking a lead, and thus far, it hasn't happened. Time's winding down. They don't want to waste this type of performance from these ace pass rushers.
Flushed out right. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. Jackson's going to try to sneak. He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line.
Well, that play seemed well scouted defensively. They collapsed everything inside. Nowhere to go on the quarterback sneak. Now it's going to bring up 4th down.
So here comes Justin Tucker in a big spot. This to perhaps salt this one away. And Tucker, the former Longhorn, puts this one through, and that will extend their lead even further. So his 2nd field goal of the game, and that could turn out to be the big one.
Yeah, you have to make them score twice to beat you, and that's not impossible. But here in the 4th quarter, puts their backs clearly against the wall.
Tucker now following the made field goal, set to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 30-yard line.
This is 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Stroud. That'll be pulled in downfield by Collins. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
Hey, south. Right, Tony. Hey, Uno Mars.
Now Stroud. Dumps it off to Mixon. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. So look at this. They'll go for a field goal now to get within a score. This to get it back to a 1-score game. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle, and that'll make this an 8-point game. Well, he was a spectator for much of this game. This is his first field goal opportunity of the entire contest, but he's able to connect.
Yeah, he had a pretty good seat to this one, didn't he? But let's face it, all kickers that you and I know, they want to contribute. They want their opportunity, and he seized his.
And who's got it? I think the Ravens do, yes. And they're going to win this football game. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though, now. This one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
And incomplete on the deep ball.
They geared up and took the deep shot downfield, but it turned out it wasn't one-on-one coverage. Extra defenders in the area, and that one winds up incomplete.
And despite the late lead, Jackson to throw. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked by Jeff Okudah. And the Texans come up with a late turnover that will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. What a game we were treated to in this one. And on that final play, they had a chance. They had the ball just beyond midfield for one final shot, but couldn't get it done, and they suffered the loss.
Sherman
And you mentioned
did
how they
that
had
to a lot of
chance
women.
on that final play, and getting it to midfield gave them.
Other men watched the recording of the plaintiff's R-word. Wow, what boyfriend would watch their girl getting R-worded on the video and not do nothing? Ugh. But the plaintiff's former boyfriend watched the video with other men on a handheld camera while at Badwood Studio in New York. Sherman and Combs and some of the other men made derogatory comments about the former boyfriend's relationship with the plaintiff in an attempt to shame and then to cut ties with the plaintiff to cause her further emotional harm and embarrassment. So they were slut shaming, or they were shaming the boyfriend and say, yo, how could you wife up a girl like this? On information, believe that the defendants continue to show the video of the R-word over the years to the present and sold the videotape possibly. The plaintiff was shocked and horrified that Combs and Sherman had recorded and publicized a video of them R-wording her after 2 decades of trying to spend time, heal, and distance herself from the experience. She was devastated by news. She felt as if her life had been turned upside down again. And like the R-word had been happening again and again. Even if she was trying to forget it. She experienced acute psychological distress, plunged into a deep depression, having suicidal ideations. She felt okay, cool. They then named all the other women in this filed lawsuits. I think this is Cassie, Joy Dickerson, Liza Garden. Then who is this? This is Jane Doe. So that's 4. Lil Rod, 5.